Hi, today I'm going to show you how to rebuild an HP laserjet 2200 fuser. What I mean by rebuild is we're going to replace the fusing assembly sleeve. This is it. And this is what you'll order. And with our sleeves, we provide lubricant with it, so basically you just have to require your own tools. This is the RG5 5559. This is the 2200 laserjet fuser. This fuser suffers from an upper sleeve, and the sleeve has just deteriorated. So it makes it a perfect candidate for just resleeving and definitely for saving some good money, and that's the name of the game here. I like to work with a number 2 Phillips with a good magnetized tip. I like to work with a pick tool, and of course on this procedure I'm going to work with an old rag, or you can use a towel or even a piece of cardboard. Let's get started. Let's remove the top 2 screws, one on the left, one on the right. And you'll notice with my procedures, a couple things. I try to keep them short if possible, and then of course I'm always looking for the best approach for you while you're doing this. I try not to get too detailed and get you into trouble, but just give you a simple method of doing this and getting a good result. Okay, our goal here is the top to come open, and that's not going to happen until we take these 2 little clips, one on each side, and bend them back. And once that happens, just like on this one, the top comes right open, nice and easy. Don't worry about the springs. If they happen to fall off, just put them back in their position. Okay, on this one, what we're going to do is remove the main drive gear. Just put your finger in it, depress it, pull it off, nice and easy. And we're going to remove both sets of wiring harnesses, the left side and the right side. And you're going to have to also remove the little purple paper sensor. Little male-female plug. And let's unravel these in their entirety. So as you're watching my procedures, again, I'm just getting you the basics done so you can get a good result without getting yourself in trouble. And when we do these fusers, we try to get a little bit more involved with them, and we're looking for things, but this is just a really simple fuser. I try to always work just like you. I don't chop my videos. They are what they are. So if you see me screw up or things fall, that's all part of it. Okay, we got both the wiring harnesses off. Our goal is we're going to pick up on each side of these collars, and we're going to lift straight up. Just like that. The element's out. Now at this point in time, you can see the lower pressure roller. It's orange. And you can actually take a rag right now and just kind of wipe it off. You might see wrinkles in it, but that's normal. These are self-cleaning rollers, and that's what these do. And they actually pick up little deposits of toner, and it puts it on the back of the paper. These fusing assemblies don't require a fuser wand anymore, and everything is kind of self-cleaning. Also on this lower roller, this is a black, kind of like a washer with a gear on it. You'll have to identify that because your replacement sleeve is going to have a black indentation on one side. That is a grounding contact. The opposing side has nothing, so you'll identify that and make sure when you reinstall the sleeve it goes on that side. So right now we have the element out. I like to put down a rag, and what we're going to do is we're going to unplug the yellow wire side, just like that. Get the wires out of the way. And we can pull the collar off now, just like that. The sleeve can slide off right through the wiring harness, and there we go. And you want to be really careful right now because these elements are actually made of glass and ceramic, and they'll crack really easy. You can wipe yours off right now, get some of the old lubricant off that was on it originally, because we're going to reapply some fresh stuff. Now at this point in time, I wear a glove, and you could wear a sandwich bag, I always say, or some saran wrap on your hand. The goal here is just to not get the lubricant on you. I always say that the lubricant is the key, and I'm a true believer in that. So let's go ahead and put the lubricant on your glove, or on your whatever you're using, and let's apply it toward on the element. And we're just going to simply rub it in nice and good, just like that. Not going to worry too much about the opposing side because of the sleeve. When it spins, we'll get into all those areas. This lubricant is very pricey that we provide you, but well worth it in the long run compared to some of the stuff that's being sold on the market right now. This is probably as close to what the industry believes Hewlett-Packard's using on these elements, because they get so hot that this lubricant stays with this for the life of it. Now remember, identify the black grounding contact. We're going to put this on the yellow wire side, and let's slide that sleeve through the wiring harness. And you can handle the sleeve, you're not going to hurt it. Remember, it's sitting on there for 80,000 pages. Okay, we just don't want to wrinkle it or bend it. Okay, that's it, just slide it right on, just like that. That's great. Okay, now we'll reinstall the collar, lay these yellow wires to the bottom, and just put the collar on the tracks. You can hold the opposing side, take your time with it, make sure it fits correctly. Just don't want anything right now at this point in time to kind of fight with you or not feel right. Okay, we're in. Okay, now we can take the housing and reinstall this. Let's start by putting on the clip. And I don't chop these videos, they happen just like you do. I like to feed the yellow wire harness through the top of the clip, just like that. See how I did that? And then just plug it in. Kind of keeps the wire out of place. My little exit housing fell out of place a little bit, and we're just going to reinsert that. Just the little mark where it goes in. I'd like you guys to kind of see all these like little weird things that happen, because it's all part of it. Now, the collars have cutouts. You're going to line it up straight on each side of that metal, and nice and easy, press it back into its socket, just like this one. Refeed that white wiring harness behind the clip, and do the same with the yellow one. And then at this point in time, you're going to retract your wires. And don't forget about that little purple one that's got to get plugged back into its the exit sensor. And that exit sensor is only held in with a couple clips, so it could actually potentially pop out of its socket, and if it does that, just plug it back in. This is really just one of the easiest fusers to do. My little sensor came up on that side, just push it back down. Now for the thicker wires, same thing. Now remember, we sell these fusers on brokenprinter.com. We sell a refurb model with a new sleeve, and we actually offer a pole fuser. It's a pole fuser is a low page count fuser that printers arrived in. They had cosmetic damage, so we sell it at a discount. It's been tested, cleaned, works good. And let's reinstall the gear. Okay, let's put the cover plate back on. Real nice and simple on this one. Start off with the bottom first and the cutouts. Put it right in there. Now, on the left and the right side where the springs go in, you'll notice that there is a little plastic black nipple that the end of that spring will fit into. Do that to both sides, and then just press forward. You can see those little locks locked it right into place, which is perfect. Again, this is just a real nice fuser to do. Okay, and put in the 2 screws. And that's it. What I would do right now is reinstall it back in the printer and run probably 10-20 prints with it. And if you happen to get a fuser error, again, on this machine it's only light, so you'd have to determine what those light codes mean. But if it did happen, just take it out. Make sure your plugs are in their sockets real well. Remember, be careful when you're handling the element like we were doing. And this is just a great repair that saves money. It really does, on a real simple fuser to do. Thanks again.